returns for the clients regardless of market conditions. For more information on the Sharia investment products, visit their website on www.sentio-capital.com and start saving towards your investment goals today. Sentio Capital Management. Invest for good. Sentio Capital Management is an authorized financial services provider. Now, I know that Zanzibar is known for its azure oceans, as I said, but did you know that Unguja, also known as Zanzibar Island, is the main island in the Tanzanian archipelago of Zanzibar? Stone Town, part of Zanzibar City, is an old trade center with mosques and winding lanes. In 1883, House of Wonders is a former Sultan's palace with a clock tower. The old fort now houses a cultural center and a stone amphitheater. Underground aqueducts fed hot water to the late 19th century Hammami Persian baths. To speak to us and to explore this beautiful island of Zanzibar is our Zanzibar-based tour operator, Brother Amana Khamis. Welcome to the program.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Can you give us a bit of a historical background? Where did the name Ungunja come from? And why has it been changed to Zanzibar? Yeah.
Okay. As we know about Zanzibar is a union about Unguja and Pemba. So Unguja is island is like Pemba, but Zanzibar they are just mix with Unguja and Pemba, and they form the word Zanzibar. So Unguja they have a lot of the region, like three region, but also we have a two region in Pemba. So union of the five a part of the region, and we form Zanzibar. So normally Zanzibar is a union with a mainland. I mean we calling Tanganyika, and Tanganyika and Zanzibar the union, and they form Tanzania. So Tanzania is a republic. What I mean union what between Tanzania, I mean Tanganyika and Zanzibar, and they take the first word from Tanganyika and the first word from Zanzibar, and they've got the word Tanzania. So the word from Tanganyika is like a tang, and Zanzibar, Zanz, union of tang, Zan, and they got the word Tanzania.
Wow, that's very, very interesting. What can you tell us? What is Zanzibar famous for?
For normally we know that Zanzibar is really famous for the tourism issue here, and this is because of the according to the historical.
Hmm.
We know that we was in colonialism system here in Zanzibar.
Hmm.
So colonialism, once when they came in here, they established a lot of the things here. And still now we are part of the historical, and that's why in Stone Town there we have really a part that really, I mean, customer, I mean, like to come so as to visit to see the historicals. And also
Hmm.
we have a lot of the issues here, like after I mean, the I mean, after Sultan Sayyid bin Sultans
Yeah.
came here in Zanzibar,
Hmm. Hmm.
they established a lot of the things, and like spice issues here, and a lot of people sometimes they come here just to buy those spice. So that's
Yeah.
why really interesting, and the
Yeah.
customer they're enjoying. But
Hmm.
also we have a good beach here in Zanzibar, and that's why a lot of the customer they like, because almost the part the water is really crystal to swimming and snorkeling over there. And that's
Hmm.
why we are really happy because of that, and that's why customer coming a lot so as to enjoying for that.
Right. So, can you take us through the history? I like what you said about the sultans. I also mentioned that in 1883, House of Wonders is a former sultan's palace.
Yeah.
Take us through that history. It's very
Okay.
interesting.
Okay. As we know, Zanzibar is a part of the historical part, by the way. Before the Sultan Sayyid, before Arab came here, the Portugal was starting here to Zanzibar. In 15th century, the Portugals came here to Zanzibar so as to explore the city here. But after they came here, they are deciding just to make a lot of the playing here. And the people, they were really interesting with the Portugal, by the way. But
Mm-hmm.
on that time, the Portugal was deciding also to spreading the Christian religion. And once in 16th century, the Arab came here and they saw that Portugal was already around in Zanzibar. But the intentional of the Arab just came here just to explore the city and to look the environment of Zanzibar. But after their coming, they saw that Portugal was spreading the Christian and the Arab was a Muslim. They are not interested with that because the Portugal was really stronger and they have a lot of the soldier. The Arab, they know where can do so as to chasing them. And the
Mm.
Arab decide to come back to home so as to preparing for it, so as to come for the second time to make sure they will chasing the Portugal. So
Mm.
second time in 17th century, the Arab came here for the second time in Zanzibar so as to make sure they will chasing the Portugal from Zanzibar. And that's a big intentional for the Arab. And they have also another intentional like to to establish like a plantation in Zanzibar here. But the main point is to make sure Islamic is higher in Zanzibar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
And
a big history, yeah, about
mhm.
the Portugal here.
Right. Having said that, I could hear the azan in the background. So there is a strong Muslim culture and population in Zanzibar, right?
Yeah. Compared to the mainland is a bit different, by the way,
Mm.
because Arab after they are chasing the Portugal from Zanzibar here, they make sure for all people from Zanzibar is a Muslim, and that's why that make the population pressure of the people in Zanzibar to be higher because of that. But the Portugal after they are chasing, they decide to pass on the coastal city and to back to home, but they are not back direct to home. They just hiding on some certain region, a part of the Tanzania and some other region in Africa, like Kenya and Uganda. So they decide to make stopper over there and to spreading the Christian religion over there. So a lot of the region in mainland, they are really effective because of the Portugal. And on that time, the Arab, they were thinking that Portugal already gone direct back to home, but it was not like that. They just hidden and spreading the Christian religion. And that's why you can see a lot of the region in mainland, a part of Tanzania, is has a popular Christian member compared to the Islamic. And the
Okay.
population pressure of Zanzibar is higher for the Muslim compared to Christian because the effect of the Arab Sultan.
Mhm. After this break, we continue speaking to our very special guest, who is a tour operator based in Zanzibar.
Sorry? Excuse me?
where institutions held the all important data and confirmed all transactions. Those times are over. Welcome to Libertas Group, a blockchain developing company boasting an ecosystem that continually redefines the way we do business. Our blockchain is decentralized, making it immune to hacking or alteration, putting the power back in your hands with no middleman, so you can focus on the growth of your business. Libertas, the simplest investment choice you'll make.
Imagine the joy of receiving a meal for suhoor or iftar. This Ramadan, join Africa Muslims Agency to provide meals to the fasting for 100 Rand a day, a food hamper for 1,500 Rand, or feed a village for 15,000 Rand per day. Imagine a reward for each act of charity in these last 10 nights of Ramadan. Donate today. Call AMA on 011 834 8685 or donate online. Africa Muslims Agency, commemorating 35 years of empowering, educating, inspiring.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic Sharia and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Many of us take an iftar meal for granted, but not everyone is as fortunate. This Ramadan, the Islamic Dawah movement will provide meals to thousands of Muslims from disadvantaged backgrounds in township masjids, but they need your help. A donation of 20 Rand helps feed a Muslim brother, sister, or child for iftar. Please become an IDM sponsor and earn Sadaqah Jariyah, inshallah. Zakat, Lillah, Sadaqah, Fitra, Kafara, and Fidya contributions are also welcome. Visit idmsa.org to donate or call IDM at 031 304 6883. IDM, taking Islam to as many hearts and homes as possible.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this Ramadan.
Mid-morning talk with Najma Kota. It's a pleasure being here with you this morning. We're heading towards afternoon. Remember to catch us for our interview with Tib on the benefits of the black seed. Right now, we're speaking to our guest live from Zanzibar. He is our tour operator, Amana Khamis, giving us insight into the sights, sounds, tastes, fragrances, and all of it live from that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful island. Welcome back, Brother Amana. Right. Yeah. So to take it was interesting, that you mentioned the history. I don't think, well, I didn't, and neither did many of our viewers or listeners. So we appreciate that. I think it's become more of an attraction over and above the beautiful beaches. So take us through the history in terms of what are the top attractions to visit in Zanzibar.
In Zanzibar, by the way, we have a lot of the parts which are really common that most of the tourists, they really like. So we have some parts people saying is a Bilgate Island, Mnemba, for snorkeling. This place is really interesting because customer normal, they are going there, they are just swimming with a dolphin, and also they like to swim, to make snorkeling over there, because it's a really good pointer for the snorkeling, Mnemba Island. And that's normally people saying it's a Bilgate Island because has a resort inside, but really expensive, and it's not easy to manage to sleep over there. That's why people, they say it's a Bilgate Island because of that. But also we have some parts we calling Kwale and the Pungume. That place is a really interesting for the customer, that normally people going by local dhow or local boats or speed boats, going for snorkeling, and they stay on the sandbank. That's normal trip we calling Blue Safari. Blue Safari is really fantastic because people there just rejoice as like a picnic, and they're really enjoying over there because stay for full day up to evening, stay on the island, eating seafood, barbecue, and some other things, and also stay on the sandbank up to evening, just play with the water over there. And the sandbanks are really surrounded by water which are really crystal, even to swimming over there. That's why people, they're really interesting. But also people that they have are interesting to get history about Stone Town. People,
Right.
they're really interesting for some people, so they just enjoying to come so as to get the history about Stone Town, to visit, to walk a lot, to see Zanzibar door, by the way, and also to get some historical parts around the area. But also we have some other parts we calling Prison Island. After Sultan Sayyid came, they start with the business issue for the slave trade issue. So when the time they come to fetch the people from the different parts as a slave, they just collect people and coming to Zanzibar here for selling. But also they have some people, they are really disturbance. They are not easily to follow the rule and Sharia, and that's why there was prepare some specific area to put the people so as to make sure they will be safe, because they can't go anywhere because prison was surrounding with water, so it's not easy to go out. But the intentional is to put there as a prison, but they are not using as a prison island because the people that they are catching from the different part, they are coming to Zanzibar here with a different kind of disease. So they were thinking if they are mixed with the people from Zanzibar here, a lot of people, they are really affected with a disease, and that's why they are deciding to put on that island, on that on that area as a treatment, so as to make sure they are safe, then coming to Zanzibar city for the auction. So they are not using as a prison island, they are using as a quarantine stage so as to treat the people to be fine, then to make an auction for selling them. So that's
Having
also the part of the need. But also we have some area we calling Nungwi and Kendwa. This is a really place for the vocation. It's really good place for the vocation. So it means that almost the people, they are really interesting to go to Nungwi and the Kendwa because of the beach. They're really enjoying and stay on the beach for swimming with the crystal water over there.
uh-huh. What about the culture and the people?
The culture of the people here almost is a Muslim, by the way, but also people, they are really interesting to cover the body, also interesting to visit on the different part because of the Islamic, like a praying much. The time like now in Ramadan, people, they are really busy with ibadat, stay almost the time reading Quran, and some other people about they are really interesting to go to madrasa for the learning, by the way.
Hmm. What is the most popular food or cuisine that your tourists are attracted to, or that you would invite people for in terms of your
Yeah,
tradition?
about traditional, people, they like a green banana that normally cook with a coconut milk, boiling with
Hmm.
a coconut milk, and eat by fish. We have a lot
Right.
of the fish like a tuna fish, sardine. We have a red snapper. We have a barracuda, and we have a white snapper. There are a lot of the fish. People, they are normally using with a green banana, and also we use with a potato, and also we use with the rice, because people of Zanzibar, they have a different culture when the time in Ramadan. Normally people, normal food people, they like rice with a bean, rice with a meat, and rice with a chicken. That's normal
Okay.
food here in Zanzibar. But in Ramadan, people, they just changing. They just like to eat something like cassava, like yams, like green banana, and we have also some flour, like wet flour. People, they know how to cook like chapati. They cook like
Uh-huh.
some other kind of bread with a
Right.
sauce. Yeah, in Ramadan, something like that.
Mhm. And Eid. What's Eid like?
The Eid.
Hmm.
Uh, Eid people, as a normal, we have Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. So people really, they're celebrating, by the way. On the time for Eid, people, they are really, really, really happy. And we have 4 days for the government giving the be celebrating, by the way. So people, they are really interesting, and like now people, they are really busy in Stone Town to buy something like a new trousers, new something, so as to make sure they will be happy on the time for Eid. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
normally here.
So
Yeah.
shopping then. Let's talk about shopping for the tourists. Where would you advise people go and shop?
Sorry, excuse me, please.
Shopping for your tourists. Where would you take them for shopping?
Yeah, Normally in time for Ramadan, we in Zanzibar is a bit lower season here. So even if customer came, but not much. So for us to operator, we know that, and we know on this time no much customer was coming. But after Ramadan, normally we are really busy. Like now, we collect a lot of the customer for June and July. So normally we did a lot of the trip with them. So about the shopping. Normally, we work with them in Stone Town there to make something, buying something like a magnet for the people who are interested with the magnet, and for some of them they like something. We have some special gifting for that, but yeah, like a kanga.
Souvenirs,
Normally, kanga
Oh,
people
yeah.
people they tie it on the body like a put on the body when that for the lady when the time they want to cook, or
Oh,
kitenge also is a local name for here, and that's normally people if they want to cook to cover the body, they just cover and they make cooking. So customer also they like, and also we have local trousers, local dressing. By the way, customer also they like so much to take that one. So really interesting for them to buy those local things. By the way.
mm-hmm. Is there any type of traditional dress that the Zanzibarians have?
Sorry.
The traditional
Oh,
dressing.
traditional. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Traditional here is boy. We know it's like a black for woman, by the way, and
Mm-hmm.
they're really happy to wear that because it's really covered almost the body, by the way.
Right.
So that's why they're really interesting because almost is a Muslim. So the normal dressing here is a baibui. That's normally covered almost the body, by the way. It's
Right.
really black and they are different colored, by the way. We have
Mm-hmm.
green, have yellow, we have black, but normally it's black because black they bit hidden almost the things like a dirty and something, yeah. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why really it's traditional here. And
Mm-hmm.
in man, normally they have like a dressing local, like uh like a longer dressing is like a baibui for women, but it's a bit different. Normally we wear it with a hat, and we go to Moscow for praying with that. It's like a
Uh-huh.
dress, like it's like a local.
Right. Zanzibar is a very popular tourist destination. How has COVID affected it? And have you had more visitors now that, travel is open for
Yeah,
visitors?
by the way, before it was really hard time here in Zanzibar because of the COVID issue. But now a little bit fine. I mean, at least because some other countries they already relieve I mean, they open the border and the people they're really free to come to Zanzibar. So right now we are really interested with that because we get a lot of booking from the different company. I mean, different.
Country.
Different city, by the way, country, by the way. So
Mm-hmm.
for us normal we are busy with the Holland guy, we are really busy with the South Africa guys, and we are really busy with the Moroccan guys. So right now they are really coming and we are joining with them together and we work with them and to get a lot of the customer through there. But time for the COVID was really hard time because almost the country closed the border and the customer they are not coming, and
Mm.
even the things that we get is really bad, by the way. But now at least Alhamdulillah, we
Yes.
thank God for that and we really appreciate it, and we pray for God to give a barakah and
I
to
mean,
progressive for working, by the way. Yeah.
inshallah. I mean, and it doesn't only have to be for the Bill Gates Island. Hey, you can make it affordable for everyone, inshallah. Jazakallah
Yeah, yeah,
so much for your time this morning. We wish you all the
yeah,
best
yeah.
for the rest of the Mubarak days of Ramadan, inshallah, and a very blessed Eid to you and your family. From all of us here at
Thank you.
Salam Media, inshallah. Jazak-
Inshallah, we are together. Thank you. Asante sana.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam.
I'll be back with you after this break on Mid Morning Talk with Najma Kota.